Path of Exile, a game that has achieved what most modern titles don't even attempt, placing the player at the center of suffering, chaos, and rewards that you must literally wrest from the clutches of demons. No, it's not a game for everyone, but that's what makes it exceptional. When I first launched Path of Exile, I expected something like a cheap copy of Diablo. Wrong. No one explains anything to you here. No one pretends they have to hold your hand. You get a few weapons, a few skills, and 1,320 nodes in the passive tree. Anyone who has seen it knows that it's a mathematical maze for masochists. And that's the beauty of it. Each class can be built in 100 different ways, sometimes ingenious, sometimes completely nonsensical. The game lets you fail, fall, and die, but it always makes you feel like it was your fault. Not RNG, not the developers, you. That's exactly what's missing today. Most games try to entertain you. Path of Exile tries to break you. Graphics, older but stylish. Soundtrack, dark, heavy, exactly as it should be. The atmosphere of Rayclast engulfs you and leaves you there to suffer with joy. And just when you think you've figured it all out, a new league comes along and turns everything upside down. Suddenly, your build doesn't work, your macros are useless, and your nerves are shot. But instead of discouragement, it ignites a new fire in you. You go again. That's Path of Exile. Hard, uncompromising, but fair. And now, Path of Exile 2. Let's be honest. Why? No one asked for a sequel, the community just wanted stability, maybe a new engine, a few QOL improvements. Instead, we get a hybrid that tries to be modern to appeal to a wider audience. More realistic animations, slower combat, a camera closer to the character, and the heart of the series bled out somewhere along the way. Where is the brutal chaos of the first game? Where is the feeling that when an XA falls, it's a celebration? Path of Exile. 2 looks serious, polished, but it loses its soul. It looks like a game that is ashamed of its own past. It wants to be more Diablo, less Exile. And that's a tragedy. The original game has survived years of balance patches, reworks, leagues, and bugs, and yet it still has that raw edge. The game breathes life because it was built on passion, not marketing. When you fall in it, you get up and try again. When you fall in the sequel, you feel like turning it off and playing solitaire. Path of Exile 1 isn't just a game, it's a laboratory of madness where you test your own patience and creativity. And when, after weeks of grinding, you finally find that one thing you were looking for, you know it was worth it. So if you're a new player and wondering whether to start, forget about the sequel. POE1 is the real Exile, rough, raw, unforgiving. But honest, the sequel is just a beautiful mask that hides emptiness. Path of Exile 1 is a game you will love and hate at the same time. But once you understand it, you'll find that nothing else compares. And maybe that's why it should stay the way it is. No filters, no compromises. Because a true exile never adapts to the world must adapt to him.